正義のために戦います。たとえそれが命を懸ける戦いであっても、私たちは一歩も引きません。それが帝国歌劇団なのです。街の火が消え果てて怯える帝都に虹の色染め上げて踊り出る戦士たち。暁に劇場を照らし出す乙女、悪を滅ぼして正義を示すのだ。走れ高速の帝国歌劇団、うなれ衝撃の帝国歌劇団。走れ高速の帝国歌劇団、うなれ衝撃の帝国歌劇団。
Wait a second. This is not anime. That's Sakura Wars. I'm here to talk about Sakura Genesis. Again, welcome to the Hobo and his girlfriend wrestling podcast. My most amazing, lovely girlfriend is at work, and my name is Hobo Tom. And I would like to wish everyone a happy Red Wine Friday. I think this tradition started with me a long time ago. With the Tony Bruno show, shout out to Miss Robin and Tony Bruno. Thank you very much for your years of entertainment. Quick little shout out. I would like to shout out to all those that have subscribed. I have 7 subscribers. When I hit the perfect 10, you have a perfect 10 pizza party with my girlfriend. You never know what happens at those pizza parties, folks. I want to talk a little about Sakura Genesis. I don't know if this is Sakura Genesis 2. I know I missed part of it. I don't think I caught the whole show. They had it free on Axe TV. I'm not sure if it's going to be in 2 parts or what. Again, showed my age a little bit in the intro. Full Sakura Wars. I am trying new editing. Try. Not very hard, but I tried. Again, happy Red Wine Friday to all my subscribers. 7 of you. Cheers. And again, if you subscribe, you could also get a cheers from Hobo Tom. Also, please like and subscribe. And leave a comment. Again, if you leave a comment, you'll get your comment read here on YouTube, and hopefully you will become YouTube famous. Also, if you want to, please send an email at hoboandgirlfriend@gmail.com. A couple of programming notes. I think NXT is done coming here. I know I have to work Thursday. NXT is coming to Lakeland. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll try and put up some old shows. Maybe I might show myself and my girlfriend and I at a SmackDown event. See if we can make SmackDown. I think that's coming also in July, I think. Back to Florida. Also, NXT is going to be back in the Daytona Beach area. Check my calendar. Again, old school. I actually write stuff down. July 19th, NXT is coming to town. And shock of shocks, New Japan Pro Wrestling is actually coming to Daytona Beach. I have to find a way to get there. On June 29th. Ooh, yeah. Or my Bullet Club shirt. Maybe bring my nephews to it. I'll have to figure that out later. That's a while away. Again, happy Red Wine Friday. Everyone, I have my red wine. My Da Vinci Chianti this time. Nice good wine. My pizza, which I might leave a review for at the end. Again, that was actually the first time I've had pizza in a long time. Really darn good. was the stuffed crust pan pizza. By the way, pan pizza from Pizza Hut is still the best pizza ever, next to Al's Pizza in Jacksonville. Best chain pizza ever. Hey, let's get to the show. This is going to be a pretty short clip, only because I got it from my TV. Yeah, it's free. It's fun to watch. Sakura Genesis. They had a six-man tag between Suzuki-gun and Los Ingobernables de Japan. I had no idea what happened. I kind of caught it late. Got back from the gym. I had a busy day today because today. Let me do some math very quickly. Shoot. My calculator. Uh, 77 plus 40 equals 320 something. Don't tell my bosses. $320 today. Very good. 320 pieces of aluminum for Hobo Tom. Yes. That deserves some red wine. Again, to talk about Sakura Genesis, I don't know if this is an old pay-per-view or if they're finally showing on Access TV. It's kind of fun. Access TV puts like an hour-long New Japan Pro Wrestling show on. I noticed when I came home, I was kind of tired, feeling blue, exhausted. Probably going to sleep for a half hour whenever I get this video done enough. Maybe an hour, we'll see. The head, hit the head, hit the bed. But I guess I noticed it came on. I'm like, ooh, 3 hours New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think in June you'll see my Lucha Underground. Very fun stuff. Reviews. But to get into Sakura Genesis, I'd have a six-man tag between Suzuki-gun and Los Ingobernables de Japan. I have no idea what happened. I got back from the gym from this again. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, I might make it, I might not. We'll see. That way, fat bastard. Fat, or fat. Again, for those of you that watch sports radio, it should be a trivia. Who says those two fats? Ooh. I'll give you a shout out if you can name the two people who do those two different types of fat. Challenge to you, YouTube crowd. Really, the only part I saw was Naito calls out Suzuki for the IC belt. Naito just wants to abuse the belt again. Says that belt was never better than when I just tossed it around like a piece of rubbish. Suzuki Gun heals it up, calls him trash, garbage, a lot of other things I can't say on YouTube, or things that my girlfriend wouldn't like me to say. And then again, Suzuki Gun just leaves, beats up some young lions, throws stuff at them. He just beats up the young lions. I feel bad for them. Whereas Naito, tranquilo. He told he did tell Suzuki to tranquilo. That's funny. Started off kind of the first part. You had Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll for the junior title. Again, very traditional, technical, strong style British wrestling. Really fun. I mean, I'm coming from a college background. I did wrestle in college for a year. I spent 1 year as a grade school wrestler, 4 years in high school before I kind of destroyed my knee. And once I destroyed my knee, I said, I'm a fat bastard and a hobo. I'm not going to be a pro wrestler or even play football. I think for like 2 years after I really destroyed my knee and realized that I cannot stand on my knee for a day, I need to tranquilo.
Josh, he's taking his time. He's controlling the pace. And Marty has grounded the champion.
He seems to be starting to enjoy himself a bit in here. Powerbomb pickup. Into a submission hold. Torching that low back.
Hands locked now. And, oh, man, what a big time forearm from Ospreay. Making a pair. And that has reeled and rocked Marty Scurll to making a mistake there in the corner.
Oh. But caught.
Yeah.
By Scurll.
Look out.
Slingshot into the ropes.
Ospreay hung on the bottom row. And now, again, the key
center of the ring.
So again, it was just fun. I mean, I do enjoy the British strong style. If you're a freestyle Greco-Roman or a high school wrestler, you just enjoy this mat style wrestling. Well, Australia known for his slippy stuff. I mean, just really good. I think he had like a 12 spot move sequence. I mean, on par with anything they do in Lucha Libre. And yes, hopefully, Southern Pro Lucha Libre is coming here to Daytona Beach sometime in mid-June. I just hope it doesn't conflict with New Japan Pro Wrestling. That'd be bad. I do want to see both. That should be fun. More wrestling is good. And of course, even better than more wrestling, more red wine. And Martinsville, very technical British strong style wrestle, a lot of joint manipulation. Really fun. Will Ospreay flippy stuff. It's good. I think the only thing that took away from the match is that Jim Ross says stupid wrestling stuff, stupid football references. It's like, yeah, I get it, but yeah, if you didn't play football, I think I mentioned some sports phrase coworker. Like, who? What does that mean? Well, unless you play sports. And a really good match. Will Ospreay retains his junior championship. I think it was a fun match. Took a while. Probably good at half hour almost. Dude, the thing I do like about New Japan Pro Wrestling, they're kind of old school because they have the ref kind of check stuff, make sure you're not carrying any weapons. Kind of pats you down, which never works anyway. Because someone always goes into the trunks and pulls something out. Old school, you kind of know that. They also give the time limits, which is very ECW, ECW reminisce, where they set time limits and that kind of and they do announce the times. I know early in ECW they did say this match is for one fall and has a 15-minute time limit. I think during the Rob Van Dam versus maybe Jerry Lynn or Sabu or some other really good technical person. Crowd started chanting 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. I think they actually acquiesced. They said, "Okay, you'll get 5 more minutes." It was fun. It was good. Again, it's just that old school vibe, and it feels like a competition. It's not. Doesn't feel choreographed. It doesn't feel staged. It has a really organic. That's one of the good things about New Japan Pro Wrestling. It has that old NWA. These are two guys who do not like each other and just want to beat the snot out of each other feel. And if you've watched the old NWA WCCW World Class Championship Wrestling, American Wrestling Association, again, you kind of know what I mean. Shows my age, I'm sorry. And first wrestling match I ever saw, I think, was at home, 3 p.m. AWA match. It was either Colonel De Beers and Skandar Akbar versus Baron von Rapsky, something like that. And Baron von Rapsky, just classic. I learned the claw. Then part two, we had a three-way tag team match with Takahashi and Bushi versus Sho and Yo, the Roppongi 3K, and again, the previous Takahashi and Bushi come from Los Ingomares de Japan, and then the title holders for the junior tag titles, El Desperado and I'm gonna get this wrong, Hani Mayu. I'm sorry, I do apologize. Don't come to my house and beat me up. But they're from Suzuki-gun. They hold the junior tag titles. And a really fun match. I mean, a lot of tag team action, a lot of hot tags. I mean, this is really the way a three-man tag team match should work. WWE needs to take some notes on this. Again, I hate to say it, but it's great rope running. I mean, great non-stop action. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can say that because it's TNA. It's total non-stop action. But again, it was really fun. Good blind tags, a lot of good double team, a lot of tag team work between the two. Um,
That quick rush to recklessness potentially right off the bat. injuries throughout their career to second guess doing such tactics, but when it works, it works.
Bell sounded, you heard, we're officially underway. Officially, I say. So this is a tough assignment for any official, including young Marty there.
Yes, indeed. A very capable referee. Marty Hassan, former Greco-Roman wrestler.
Again, the thing about New Japan, they use brainbusters, pile drivers, old school moves that I remember. Again, just kind of fun. And classic tag team type of matches. It's a classic. It's good. Good spots. The Germans they had a PWG spot. Had a bunch of people line up in a row. Person did a leapfrog to a sunset flip, which triggered a German suplex, which triggered a normal suplex. Very indie feeling. Again, just really fun. It was a good ref bump. Ref got pulled out. So again, of course, Suzuki can retain. Again, really good match. Again, there's only 30 seconds. I don't know how much I can show on from my TV. I don't want to get banned again. Please, YouTube. I think I only have. I think the next WWE pay-per-view I'll be able to live stream. Yes, finally. Then you have the Golden Lovers of Omega and Kushida versus Cody Rhodes and Hangman Page. Again, Cody is just good.
So we have a strike fest, Josh. Kind of started out here with these two.
Yeah, Page going in there, faking the collar and elbow tie-up, using that nice front kick to the stomach. Leapfrog from Kenny, only to receive a reverse knife edge chop.
Cheap shot by Cody. Run that lower back area, a little kick.
It is a cheap shot, but as a tag team, that's the kind of thing you want to do.
Whoa, look out here. Hangman Page elevated over the top by Omega on Rhodes. And here comes Kenny Omega taking up the second.
It's fun. It's like an old school tag match, and it just kind of brings back good memories. So there's really nothing wrong about that. Again, just classic, very workmanlike. This is fun. It's what I remember. And the Golden Lovers, again, great tag team work. Page, it was good. Although remember, if you bring the table, you're going through the table. Cody Rhodes is just decked out. It's not in Bullet Club gear. It's really USA gear, which is fun. And you can see Cody Rhodes, and I do appreciate the fact that Jim Ross said he's not the American dream, he's the American nightmare. So again, that was really good. And just little things like that kind of make it fun. Again, just talking about Dusty Rhodes, baby. Classic tag team work. I mean, quick tags, isolation, tag team partners. I mean, Cody Rhodes showing submissions that he never showed in WWE. I mean, WWE, you really dropped the ball with Cody Rhodes and Stardust. Young Bucks showed up. They tried to distract Cody. They refused Cody's hand. A further rift in the bullet club for life. And again, he did the gold dust dropped fist. That's really kind of I don't know if it's intentional or just kind of a shout out to his brother. Kind of fun. I mean, Cody either juiced or got busted open the hard way. Yeah, which is rare because New Japan really doesn't show a lot of blood. I mean, he had the classic Ric Flair, woo, Crimson Mask, and just some good tag team spots. I mean, the only thing about New Japan is that really the crowd don't make a lot of signs. And of course, at the end of every match, and I should have said this, the first match between Offspring and Martin Squirrel, there's always someone calling out someone. There's always a challenge, and they always have the press conference at the end, and it's kind of fun. And Paige is actually getting a lot better. And again, if you're a good wrestler, some smart like me might buy your T-shirt, or at least buy his T-shirt for his nephews. So this led to really the main event of Zack Sabre Jr. versus Okada. And again, Okada just comes out. He just looks like a walking title belt. And Sabre Jr. just has a belt collection kind of from his waist to like his chest almost. You know, you never realize how small these people are. So you see them like in the ropes or like wearing other clothes because just by themselves they seem huge and otherworldly and superhuman. But when you see them, it's like, either that belt's really big or he's really small. Yeah, it's really fun.
I heard that. I'll be touring the UK and Ireland myself in June for summer knocker sessions, and I love talking wrestling with the British fans, Irish fans, and Sabre fits in that mold. He's a very engaging conversationalist. Highly, highly intelligent, Josh.
Highly intelligent, very well versed, a school of wrestling. Potter rolling Sabre through for a calf slicer of sorts there with his arms.
Sabre's long body may bode him well. He get to the bottom rope. That may be his best chance for, well, no, he's figured out another way.
A face lock, cross face to get out of that. Now stepping over, going after the far arm. Kind of a leg Nelson situation here.
Okada in trouble. The shoulders down for Sabre, ladies and gentlemen. What a contest.
I love this only because if you're a fan of mat wrestling, or if you've been a high school wrestler, if you've been a freestyle wrestler, if you've been a Greco-Roman wrestler, this was just a good match. This was like a real competition. It was like a real competition. So it was really good in that fact, and it just made it enjoyable. It's like these two guys. He just wants that title, and he earned that title, and because he won the tournament, he gets a title shot. A very simple story. Not so much heel, face, or anything of that nature, but I mean, it's just he won the tournament. He gets a shot. It's just good. It's just fun. Again, tremendous mat wrestling. I loved it. I mean, classic wrestling. I mean, just between the various types of submission locks, the toe holds, it made it look painful just on a bunch of rest holds. The only thing I will say this: 1 hour matches are really long. After about 25, 35, at the 35-minute mark, I'm just like, okay. So it's just probably my thing. I mean, an hour long match, it's really just long. Um, Gatto called out. Of course, Okada won. He won again. They used the pile drivers, rainmakers. Again, really good. I mean, they for a while they even went to classic Japanese toe to toe elbow shots. So it was good. And then, I mean, just really great counter wrestling. Okada won uh, after after a rainmaker, tombstone pile driver, rainmaker, pinned Zack Sabre Jr. I thought there would be a challenge match. I challenged you, Tanahashi, and I keep on getting confused because I think there was 3 or 4 Tanahashis in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I forget their first name. I know you're supposed to say their first name last, last name first, because of a matter of respect. Out of the family name first, there's always Nakamura Shinsuke. And I think my Chinese friends told me that too. You always say the last name first, first name last. And it was just good. There was no real challenge. Just saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. Yeah, so it was a fun show. Again, really good for a Red Wine Friday. I have my pizza review. It's been a while since I've had that. Again, please like and subscribe. If you leave an email at hoboandgirlfriend@gmail.com, I will get back to you somehow. Probably give you a shout out here on YouTube. Again, please like, subscribe, comment. You get your comment read. Again, shout out to all 7 people. 7 subscribers. When we hit the perfect 10, it's a perfect 10 pizza party. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night. Bye. My name is Hobo Tom. And here I am kind of watching Sakura Genesis Axe TV. Gonna have my little video a little bit. See the matches on the screen. Also, it is Red Wine Friday. Woohoo! Favorite day of the week. We have pizza, red wine, new type of pizza. The double cheese pan pizza. Be very careful, do not want to spill wine. It's very bad. See how it is. Looks like some cheddar cheese on it. Yummy. Sausage pizza, yummy. Oh. Best stuff ever. Actually, cheese in the crust, very good. Gotta say video card. I'm very good. Bye.